Probably better to just keep going, see what we run into on the way. But we know that's there now. That heal does a lot. I just need to be better about getting it off. Go more this way.
Well,
Thanks for stopping by.
things.
Yeah, I have like no idea what I'm doing. Have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. Didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nilos. Nilos Onmar. A name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me. Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? I mean, that's the guy I talked to before, right? Yeah, okay. I should... Options is controls. F, ready magic, R, sneak, run, always run. Auto run, jump, next weapon, next spell, previous spell, toggle point of view, menu, journal. Bulb, nothing in it. I didn't see a block button. I have a shield equipped. I get the feeling I should just like progress the game and have an idea of where I'm going in order to like learn more. But also I don't want to ride the frickin' flea. It's kind of... That's Monmouth, that's Balmora. I'm kind of heading the wrong way. Kind of want to head over this way. This looks safe. I should definitely wander through here. Follow roads? Who does that? That's just the sound of repetitive jumping, which is sometimes how you traverse terrain in a lot of Skyrim, a lot of games. Ooh, a mouse. Rat. Yes, yes, rat, I know. Why can I not hit the... Oh my god, I am so bad at hitting the rat. Something else fighting me? That took forever. I'm guessing leveling up, like, weapon skills will make me more accurate. Creshweed. This looks important. What's this? Belmora. You are so, like, pathetic at the start of Elder Scrolls games. Let me just try and stab a rat for 5 minutes. What the hell are you? Is that an Argonian? Greetings, citizens. I'm Hull. Welcome to Belmora. We're a House Hlalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you? He's a pauper. Belmora is the council seat of Great House Hlalu, largest town on Vardenfell except for Vivek City, located on the Odai River and sitting astride the Aldrun Vivek Road. Belmora is an important mercantile trade and travel center. Hightown is the administrative center with the temple and manor houses. The shops, guilds, and trade houses of the commercial district are north of the river. Labortown's modest corner clubs and homes are south of the river. He just looked super weird when I walked up on him. We've had peace and prosperity in Morrowind under the Empire for centuries. It's governed by law, and legions enforce that law. The Empire has free trade and free religion, so we're rich in pockets and in spirit. Yes, there's corruption. Yes, there are crimes and criminals. Yes, the rich get richer and the poor poorer, but overall things are pretty good. That sounds absolutely delightful. Everyone knows the Belmora magistrate Nolus Atreus is on the take. Thieves, thugs, and murderers are getting ridiculous sentences or paying a drake and walking free. But they'll never get Atreus. He's got fat cats and family back in the city to cover him. The Legion champion Larius Faro over at Moonmoth Legion Fort has sworn an oath to stop corruption, but I don't see what he can do. Okay, Moonmoth Fort is a place to go. Easiest way to get started is to join a guild. To do their jobs, earn your way up the ranks, get the discounts, training, and other services. Gets you out and around in Vardenfell a little at a time. Get to know the country and the people. The guild takes an interest in you, doesn't send you in over your head. The Fighters Guild and the Legion anyway. The Mages Guild is another story. Some old chair polisher doesn't have a clue what he's sending you into, doesn't much care. Okay. I heard the Ordinators burned out a camp of Neververine cult worshippers out by the Ghost Fence in Fayada Ashadan. Temple seems to be going to a lot of trouble to exterminate a bunch of simple Ashlanders. I can't help being ignorant. They're just primitive sandwiches, and nobody takes that Return of Lord Nerevar stuff seriously. crazy rag rope profits. Not much threat there. Pauper, one of the humbles. Make my way in the world as best I can, laboring the fields, kitchens, and factories of lords and merchants. When times are good, I live well enough by my own work. When times are hard, I must hope for the charity of the nobles and wealthy merchants. Go to Hlaalu Council Manor for Hlaalu services. Temple Faithful, go to the Balmora Temple. Outlanders, go to Fort Monmouth for the Imperial Legion and the Imperial Cult, southeast of town. Try Balmora Fighters Guild or Balmora Mages Guild. More Tong offers services. Better shops are in Hightown on the Hill. Plenty of merchants in the commercial district east of the river, and a few traders in Labor Town west of the river. West of the Odai River, looking up towards the temple, the Fighter Guild is halfway up on your right. They're always looking for people. If you're thinking of joining up, ask for Adis Fire-Eye, the local guild steward. Mages Guild is west of the river, one street up from the waterside by the open plaza just north of the Siltstrider port. If you're planning to join the Mages Guild, you want to talk to Ranus Othris, the guild steward. Temple stands on the rich hills. Shrine is where they cure diseases and poison and offer various other stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Fighters Guild in Balmora is on Trade Street, west of the river, on the right as you head north of the plaza near the South Gate and the Siltstrider port. Adis Fire-Eye is the steward. Look for her if you're thinking of joining the Fighters Guild. Why are there two entries about? Fort Monmouth is Imperial Legion's garrison. Southeast of Balmora, just outside of town. General Larius Varro is the commandant, and Radhadhart is the chapter steward. Chapter steward is the fellow to talk to if you're thinking of enlisting. Crulius Pontanian, an enchanter, is the Imperial agent between the Imperial Legions and Imperial Cult staff. They have about a dozen service providers out there. Imperial Cult Shrine is outside of town to the southeast in Fort Monmouth. Dasi Therathron is the priest in charge there. The altar there cures diseases and poison, and they offer various other services. Outlander. Outlander is anyone born and raised outside of Morrowind. Most Dunmer think anyone who isn't a native-born Dunmer is an Outlander. A Dunmer with Western words and ways are almost immediately identified as Outlanders. Dunmer are very sensitive to accents, clothes, and manners in Morrowind. Outlanders are foreigners, and Morrowind doesn't like foreigners. It's not bad in Hlaalu territory, but on the rest of Vardenfell, folk are very cool to outsiders. Services. I already asked you that. Solstheim sucks. None of the Hlaalu counselors live in Balmora. Nileno Dorvan at the council hall is the ranking Hlaalu local. But the Fighters Guild, Adis Fire as the steward, Rivalan is the Moroctong steward, Feldrello Sadri is the steward for the Balmora Tribunal Temple, Sugarlip Sabasi is the local Thieves Guild boss. Oh, Mages Guild, Ranus Othris. Southwall? Working Class Corner Club in Balmora, east of Odai River, on the south end of Labor Street, owned by Bacalo. Okay, what is it though? Thank you, that's not particularly... Balmora is a big place. Think in terms of districts. Hightown on the hill to the west has the Temple, Hlaalu Council Hall, Rich Manors, better shops, and the Morag Tong. Commercial district just west of the river has the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild, shops and inns. Labor Town east of the river, where the commoners and poor live, has only the Southwall Corner Club. Fort Monmouth southeast of town houses the Legion garrison and the Imperial Cult. Apparently their text box have maximum size. Interesting. Roads south lead to Pelagia, Sedanin, and Vivek. Siltstrider service goes to Sedanin, Aldrun, Seron, and Vivek. Roads north lead to Caldera and Aldrun. Guild guides at the Mages Guild can teleport you to Aldrun, Vivek, Caldera, and Saldreth. Marah for a fee. La Ode is southwest on the coast. There's no trail and it's easy to get lost. The only route to Ghostgate is via Foyada Mamaka. I think that's everything I can ask you about. Okay. Town of Domora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Casadas. Find out where he lives. I should ask in Belmore at the corner club called the South Wall. Okay. So I have to head to South Wall. Which is somewhere in here. Wrong button. Probably shouldn't just take stuff out of boxes. You said South Wall was like somewhere over this way? What's this? Dora Brockrob. Some random person's house. South Wall Corner Club. That's what we're looking for. Tilted, welcome to Valmora. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it or try anyway. And if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine. So Tilde, I do a little of this, a little of that. Bacola Clotius, he's the owner. He must be around here somewhere. That's nothing new. West of the Odai River, looking up towards the temple. Yeah, that's nothing new. Someone in particular. Yes, this is the South Wall. Caius Casadas. That old Sugartooth? I'm not sure where he's living now, but ask Bacola Clotius, the owner. He'll know. That's nothing new. Guild Guide. Guild Guide is a spellcaster of the Mages Guild that provides magical transport for a fee. You can only travel from one Mages Guild to another, but it is the fastest way to travel between Vivec, Belmora, Aldrun, Caldera, and Sadrith Mora. Masalinic Marion is the Guild Guide at the Belmora Mages Guild. For a small fee, she can teleport you directly to the Mages Guild at either Vivec, Aldrun, Caldera, or Sadrith Mora. Foyada Mamaka is a volcanic ravine that runs from the top of Red Mountain southwest to its end just below Belmora. An old Dwemer bridge crosses the Foyada near Fort Monmouth. Best route to Ghostgate is to follow Foyada Mamaka up from where the Pelagia Belmora Road crosses the Foyada southeast of Fort Monmouth. Current houses. 3 houses rule Vardenfell. House Redaron are noble warriors and strong supporters of the Empire. House Hlalu are traders and merchants people and strong supporters of the Empire. House Telvanni are independent wizard lords hostile to the Empire, the Temple, and the other great houses. Latest rumors? Legion champion Larius Varro over at Monmouth Legion Fort has sworn an oath to stop corruption. He hasn't had much luck going through official channels. Syndicates have got their people covered coming and going. He'll never get anywhere working through the system. He's going to have to find someone who can get him around the system. Or through the system, like straight and hard through the system. I'm a pawnbreaker. I buy your goods, giving you cash on the counter, and if at a later date you wish to recover your goods, you need only pay me what they are worth. Okay, so general pawnbrokery thing. Getting into the back front, you always carry a couple of restore health, restore fatigue, cure disease, and cure blight potions with you. Talk is cheap. Do you actually sell anything or just offer me money? I mean, you sell a few things, but not much. Okay,
You like to walk a fine line, don't you?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be having my weapon out. Welcome to Belmora, council seat of House Lalu. How can I help you? He can... Okay. It's the owner. He must be around here somewhere. I'm Arthur. Do a little of this, a little of that. Same thing. Nothing new there, nothing new there. Talk to a scout, and the scout I talked to is alone. You can find her at Ariel's... Okay, already talked to that person. Bell is one of the 6 Imperial administrative districts of Morrowind, consisting of the island of Ardenfell, surrounded by the inland sea and dominated by the titanic volcano Red Mountain and its associated ash wastelands. That stuff again. Secret. Okay, nothing really there. Let's keep looking for the guy.
I really don't have time for this, so make it quick.
Ooh, Sugar Lips
It suffers
Habasi.
wounds.
Not really. Sell though. Cannot serve you if you're not a member. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to join the Thieves Guild. Chures.
What Khajiit do for you?
Hello, friend. I'm Kiranir. Welcome to Belmora. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. Or try, anyway. And if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too. Thanos Modoc is the thief's thief. Retired, of course, or so he says. He has a business up in Nissus, Modoc's trade house. You want to talk shop with a thief, go talk to Thanos Modoc. Just tell me he's around here somewhere. The old gray hair gobbles sugar like Scuttle. Kiranir is surprised he still walks, but it doesn't affect him. This is the mark of a long-time user. Ah, sugar is a drug, I take it? Nothing new there. Yeah, there's really nothing. You don't have anything more to talk to me. I have to hit continue first. Okay. Only he stands there.
Another questions again.
What? I don't offer any services. Who told you that? What? I don't offer any services. Who told you that? I am only he stands there, healer. Yeah, I played Morrowind very, very briefly when it came out, and I remember nothing of it. I've played Oblivion, and I remember wandering off and getting my ass beaten repeatedly. And I've played a fair amount of Skyrim. I don't know what your business is with him, but be careful. Caius Casares may appear to be a pathetic old man, but don't judge by appearances. Some people made that mistake a while ago, and now they're not with us anymore. I mean, when's the last time Bethesda made a game that wasn't glitchy, frankly? Rumors? T has a little bit of a sweet tooth, if you know what I mean. I heard her connection hasn't arrived yet, though, and she's been acting a little jumpy. Easy way to get started is to join a guild. Do their jobs, earn your way up the ranks, get the discounts, training, and other services. Gets you out and around in Vardenfell, a little at a time. Get to know what the country and the people. The guild takes an interest in you, doesn't send you in over your head. Fighters Guild and Legion, anyway. Yeah, I've been told this before. Mages Guild, scary. Got it. Vampires are not as much of a problem here as back in the West. Here, the Dark Elves burned them out centuries ago. And the temple makes sure they don't come back. Persuasion? Admire. Nope. Don't try to butter me up. Taunt? I don't think they like me. You're Fanriel. Greetings, I'm Fanriel. Welcome to Balmora. We're a house hollow town. Barter? What do you sell? Books. Nothing I care about. Got it. Train in mercantile, speechcraft, and alchemy. People don't realize how deeply the Dark Elves resent the occupation. The real powers behind the Hollow Council, or Vestren and his Kamanatong Syndicate, nurse those ancient resentments. They haven't a chance of spreading, challenging Imperial authority now, but if the stability of the Empire were threatened, for example, if the legions were recalled because of some problem with the Septim succession, Dren and the Tong might move openly to drive the Imperials out of Morrowind. Okay, what's your advice? Outlanders here in New Vardenfell. Outlanders new in Vardenfell do best in Balmora. House Lalu is Imperial through and through, and you get a good mix of native and Imperial people and services. Not as friendly to Outlanders up north in the House Redoran country or down in the big Vivek city, and definitely not friendly out east with the Telvanni wizards. Shop the outfitters, then check out the guilds for work. If you want to be adopted by a great house, you'll need a patron, and that's easier when you've got a reputation. It's not really a secret. What do you do? I'm a savant. I'm a man of wide learning and cosmopolitan tastes. Well-traveled man, educated, refined in matter, able to converse on various topics with authority, and a man ever ready to defend his honor and the honor of my companions. In short, you see before you a gentleman. This, of course, upon history, speechcraft, language, and customs. Yeah, so there's a specific reason I started with Morrowind. I plan to play Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, and if 6 ever comes out, go into that. The reason I started with Morrowind is it's the first game that has Khajiit as a playable race, and I play cat games, and Khajiit are cats, so couldn't play as something other than a cat. But I definitely see the Morrowind is a vastly different game from Arena and Daggerfall. They really have very little in common besides the fact they're all technically Elder Scroll games. Okay, now where's the person I'm actually here to talk to?
We are foolish.
You? Topius.
Go ahead, stranger.
Let's see. Interesting, old fellow. I've been in Balmora a long time, since before the district reorganization. Been in some trouble, but he apparently knows some people. Goes off for a while, then comes back. He's a veteran, I think. Has friends over at Fort Monmouth. Don't know where he gets his money, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't legal. Cola Closius is the owner. He must be around here somewhere. I was looking for the wrong name. Wow. Latest rumors, normal stuff, normal advice, normal stuff, secret, normal stuff. Worn out weapons and armor work poorly. Report them yourself if you have some skill, or take them to a smith for repair. I'm a warrior by trade. I know how to fight when necessary, but I'd much rather look so tough that critters give up or run away when they see me. Personally, I prefer long blades of all kinds. They use long blades of many different styles. Craftsmanship's here in Morrowind, and I wear medium armor for a decent balance of protection and mobility, but I train with various weapon types and armor types. And like any good warrior, I'm my own armorer. Don't want to fight with worn weapons and armor. Okay, where are you, Bakula?
Leave me.
What do you want?
Is there some other place to go? Because he's not in this room. Ogre Lips Habasi.
It suffers wounds.
Arathor.
I really don't have time for this, so make it
What
Ah,
say
there's
you?
an upstairs. Okay, I missed that there was an upstairs. Door. Ah, there you are. Good day. I'm Bakala Closius, publican of the Southwell here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby, or if you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help. Not of the Hollow Counselors, nothing new there. Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace. And right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street. Trust you enough to talk about that. Sell booze. Got it. People don't realize how deeply to the dark elves. I've read all that. Little advice. Practice stealing and pickpocketing by taking cheap things from small merchants. Go after the big stuff until you're experienced. Somebody said Larius Vara over at Fort Monmouth is looking for you. Said he wanted to talk to you. Don't know about what. Food to buy and beds for lodgers. Nothing.
Go ahead, stranger.
So. Go right up the stairs from the front door, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street.